Hi, Gemini. How are my buddies? I am so happy I get to talk to you guys. First of all, because you make me happy. And that's all there is to say about that. Second of all, you guys are one of the very few signs that are going to be feeling a really fun, festive forward motion. You and Aquarius, you're on the move this month. And I tell you what, that is actually very rare for March this year because most signs are actually going through a really, really deep introspective time. But you guys it's also introspective, but it has a little bit of a different take. Part of the reason for that is that your ruling planet Mercury is moving forward through Aries and Taurus in March. And you're going to feel that. You know, Mercury is already such a playful, vibrant, communicative planet, right? You guys know because that's your vibe. And so when it's moving forward like that and it's moving through Aries, which is, a really positive energy for you guys, and then through Taurus, which is a really important 12th house area for you guys, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel connected with your intuitive process. And here's the really cool thing about March, you guys. So the sun is in Pisces and then it moves into Aries. And you are going to be getting, basically what's happening with you is your like psychic cosmic download masters this month. It's not even so much, you're not going to be moving out in the world maybe the way that you would classically think of it, but you're going to be feeling a lot of movement inside. It's going to be feeling very forward, with a lot of forward motion. So, you're going to be problem solving and you're going to be finding ways to move forward in your life, to build the things you want to build, to experience the things you want to experience. For those of you who have had challenges in your relationships, like, a lot of you have had recent challenges with where you want to live, with people that you really love, how you want to live. How do you balance your work and your living situation with the people, with your partnerships and who you want to be with? How do you balance your friendships and your work life? You've been asking a lot of those questions. Like, it has not been necessarily the easiest few months for you the last few months because you've really been like trying to find balance. As I think Gemini, you always want to find balance. You're an air sign and classically are the twins or whatever, but intrinsically in that, I think is that sense of like, you want the balance. You want that sense of like, okay, I have a little bit of this, I have a little bit of that, I'm experiencing this, I'm experiencing that. And I think some of you have been feeling really jammed up. Like, how can you have both your career and a living situation that allows you to be with your partner? Where do you want to be? And so that's been coming up for you. And here's the point I'm trying to get to. I feel like as soon as I start talking to you guys, I talk like a million miles an hour. But here's what I'm trying to say. You are going to be getting answers to those quandaries, to those problems that you've been having, trying to figure out where to go next, how to get the balance. Oh my God, it's so weird, you guys. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of filming and these cards have been coming up a lot for people. And this has to do with the Piscean energy. I think some of you have really felt like you have been holding some burdens and you have felt very lonely in holding those burdens. You have wanted to hold it together. You want to like put a good show on to the world around you. You want to put on the happy face. But this to me is what you're coming into March with. It's like you have things you don't know how to figure out by yourself, but yet you don't want to show people this. And so you've been kind of struggling by yourself. Look at that. You're like holding, you've been holding this bundle, this burden with yourself. You've been feeling like, okay, I can just keep it together. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to make it look like it's easy. But this has really been like sabotaging you a little bit and taking away your sense of balance. And some of you have, just been trying to figure out how to communicate without it feeling like it's backlash against you. And so you're coming into March kind of feeling that heavy energy. And like I said, a lot of people have been getting this. I think a lot of us have been trying, because Pisces is the 12th sign, that's the time when you go in deep and you figure out what's holding you back. You guys are kind of at the next step though. Okay, so like you've been doing that, you've been struggling, you've been hiding your internal questioning and this feeling of imbalance. But going into March, boom, boom, precision, problem solving, reignited excitement about what could be next. And this is all coming in with, when I see the Justice card like this with the Ace of Wands, this is like, cosmic download, precision vision. When you have like that perfect dream that has the answer in it, and if you're able to, you get a journal out and you write it down, it makes perfect sense. That's the vibe you're going to be having this month. And you are going to feel sparked by it. You're going to feel intrigued by it. You're going to feel energized by it, because this fiery energy right here, it works for you quite well. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel like you have some challenge and some excitement. You can do the cha-cha, but you can be your airy self. You are really, really going to be feeling that. And here we go again. I think for me, this is the central card of the vibe you're going to be having. Okay, along with the Justice card, we have this guy, the Hierophant. I love this card. And this card to me speaks to everything we're talking about right now, okay? Because you are going to be this kind of psychic, you're going to be having conversations with your higher self. And your higher self has all the answers. It's like, just relax and allow good things to come for you. Just relax and communicate your needs to somebody. Just relax and open your mind, and the right answers will come in. This guy is all about having esoteric knowledge and knowing how to apply it in this world with its rules and with its social customs and all of that stuff. He gets both sides of the issue. And you're going to kind of feel like this guy. You're going to be feeling like, wow, like I can see into the cosmic truth to everything, which I know you guys love, but I can also figure out how to put it down here and make it part of my life so that I'm no longer here, tired, carrying a burden all by myself. I'm no longer here feeling like I can't communicate my needs and desires and wishes. You're going to be here, pulling it all together. And I think there's going to be kind of like a confidence you will have. And I think people will really notice it. And part of the reason I say that, we have some other really wonderful energies here. Here we go. Nine of Pentacles. Whatever problem solving you get is going to make you feel very grounded and stable, and you know who you are, you know where you're going, and you have a place at the table. What great energy, you guys. Oh my gosh. You're going to be balancing your budget. You're going to be figuring out ways. And the trippy part about that is that you're going to be doing it through your higher self and through these cosmic downloads and through this heart-centered stuff right here, which is weird, right? I mean, that's a weird combination of things. It's not what you would normally put together, like cosmic downloads, conversations with my higher self, and then practical balancing the budget. But you know what? They're all linked. It's all one and the same and part of this bigger picture. And along with that groundedness, you guys, we're in Pisces. We're starting the month off in Pisces. It's all about the heart core. It's all about the motion. It's all about partnership. Queen of Cups is ooey gooey mushy love. So if you're with somebody, if you have a partner, you guys are going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling very connected and close. And part of the reason for that is because you're so connected to Source this month. It's a spooky, ooky, kooky month. And this is going to connect you to the people you love so much more deeply. I've been saying a lot for this month. This is a month about freeing. We're all the signs, every single one of them. We are all freeing ourselves from old karmic ties and bonds. We are freeing ourselves from old ways of doing things that have been destructive for all of us. We are freeing ourselves from the feelings of getting stuck and getting trapped and what have you. We are getting to the next point. And that's because, you know, we're in the last sign of the zodiac and then we go into Aries. And I also think, you know, going back to this Ace of Wands here, once that Aries sun hits, you're going to be feeling it. It sextiles you, which means that, you know, fire and air go really well together. And when that sun gets in there, like whatever insights you've been downloading through the Piscean energy, then you're going to be moving. And, you know, think about your hopes, goals, and wishes. You're going to be getting these answers. And you're going to be having paths forward. So just make sure it connects with what you really want for yourself, because you're going to be a bit of a manifester this month. And with that comes the need for you to be really clear about what you really want in life. Now, here's another thing to think about. You know, you're getting a couple of these cups energies, right? And they're really powerful and they're beautiful and it's all about emotional news. Check in with your friendships as well. And I'm not just saying this for the Geminis who I know personally who are going to be watching this. I'm not trying to guilt trip you, all right? So shout out to you. I love you guys. No, really, truly, just make sure that you're checking in with those friendships, checking in with the people that actually have your back. Don't use too much of your energy this month on those friendships that either drain you, you know, or that you've kind of learned over time take away from your happiness. You know, let those just kind of sit over to the side right now because you're doing a lot. And those people aren't going to help you. The friends that really do have your back and will listen to you and do care about you. Just kidding. Those are the people you're going to want to spend time with. Those are the people that are going to make you feel emotionally in touch. They're going to help you on this journey you're going through because it's pretty profound and very exciting. And I think I can just feel the collective sigh of relief from a lot of you Gemini who have been feeling really out of whack and really wondering, how can all these disparate elements of my life converge into something that would make sense for me and help me build the life that I want? That has been a big theme for you guys recently. And this month it really is going to be about intuitive paths forward. It's a very magical month. Pisces is one of the most magical energies we have. It's a little bit foggy, it's a little bit dreamy, which is all about connecting with our dreams, but it's also really about the truth. I mean, a lot of people say, you know, Pisces is about delusion, you know, and drinking and excess and Hollywood and all the ideals. But, you know, the flip side to that is that it's also about you can't fake it. At the end of the day, you have to get real with your emotions. And I think, you know, it's just going to serve you specifically, Gemini, very well this month. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit different this month to end your reading with. And we are going to use the Lenormand deck here that I have. It's my new deck. I love it. And it was Napoleon's tarot reader who illustrated these. She illustrated these, so they're a couple hundred years old, a little over. And they're really weird. They're a little funky. They've got a bit of that French Revolutionary style. And we're going to pull one card that's the last overriding message for you guys. And that's a lot of fun. And it's a really interesting one, you guys. 8 of Chalices, 8 of Cups. More Cups energy here. Now, this one traditionally is about, you know, irreparable loss and how we move forward onto the next horizons, right? And one of the big themes this month for everybody is like moving from Pisces to Aries. It really is moving from one kind of shore to another. You guys are going to be making peace with the things you know you can't have right now. And then more than that, though, you are going to be looking ahead. Look at this guy. He's on the road. He knows where he's going. He has a path. He's forging that path. And that's you guys. You are really forging a path with the elements that you have at hand. And it's going to be true to who you are and what you want to build. And it might surprise you a little bit. I would say that, you know, some of the problem solving that you're going to get might feel a little unorthodox. It might feel a little surprising or strange, not what you were expecting, not what you were planning, but you will find, I think, that you start to move again and it's smoother. And like I said, your planet is going forward in really positive signs this month, so you are going to be feeling it, and just take notes. keep a notebook with you and take notes when you have those moments and trust in them because they're telling you something real. Gemini, I love you guys. Truly, some of my favorite, most lovely people in my life are Gemini, and you guys just rock my world. You make me so happy. I have so much fun with you. Very powerful, and I'm really excited that you guys are going to have a fun month and that you are going to get out of this feeling of imbalance and loneliness that you've been feeling. Super exciting. I'm going to leave my website and my email below so you can write to me with questions or set up a personal reading. And I will see you in April. Love you guys. Bye.